Good evening, everyone. It's Angry Turtle live with the Turtlecast. And yes, it is a little bit unusual time. Normally, we would have like a Fallout New Vegas playthrough, but the coming weekend is a holiday weekend and holiday week for me. So I will be with my little one, so I decided to do Turtlecast now, and I'm still alone. I will probably still do, as scheduled, a Saturday live stream earlier at night, but nothing on Friday. On Friday, I'm all day with my little one, so there will be like no live stream. The live stream will be on Saturday, probably somewhere next week. And when I will be able to, I will do some videos, so this is still coming. So no changes in here, and now let me say hi to people in the chat. Hello there, Corey, Janunda, Martin, Lemon, Jim Ray, Turkey Maker, Alex, Lauren, Cookie Crisp, Krogo, Dadukes, yeah, that's what it is. Save Your Mind, Rascal, Wiggle Plays, the BDP, 1312, Save Your Mind was there, Big Will, Abdubin Abdi, Artorias, Prince Julius, Brandon, Yaya or Yaya, Catalyst, Cricket, welcome, and Jason, welcome to the Turtlecast. So today, as usually, we will do Ask the Turtle section on the Discord, and there is Inside the Vault. That was published. Inside the Vault was published, so we'll check that out, and it is, I think, the last Inside the Vault for this year, as Bethesda as well will be on holiday. So yes. And thank you everyone for good words, wishes, and saying hi. I appreciate that. What am I drinking today? That's G Fuel Hype Sauce. That's the Hype Sauce. It's available in can and powder. I have can today. I drank the powder before to compare the taste. And tastes quite of similar. Of course, the can versions are carbonated ones. The powder can be carbonated if you use carbonated water, so it's entirely up to you what you do with G Fuel. I tested several G Fuel powder version drinks, and they work really well with carbonated water. I even prefer it because I like carbonated drinks. I know not everyone likes the fizzy drinks. I do. So, without further ado, we are heading to your questions on the Discord. And today is my last night at work before the holiday, so I'm already happy. So Hype Sauce is a good drink. Like, I'm already hyped that it's the last night. And I have my holiday, time with my little one, time with Fallout, the gaming, the present farming, most likely on Saturday. I have all the plans, but I still like presents farming because of one thing. You get so much script and you can buy modules. So I will certainly be doing lots of present farming over the coming 2 weeks that Santatrons will be bringing presents. That's perfect. That's perfect. I like it. Okay, let me see when I finish and then I change the camera. Okay, I think it's here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, not that. That, okay. Always forget to switch it. Now, Mr. Troublemaker. It's the first question for today. Does the blocker perk work for the area of attack, or whatever it's called, the Ultra Sight Titan does in seismic activity? It somehow hits you in midair. I can't tell if the perk is doing anything. I remember reading in the PTS patch notes, this attack was like a melee attack that broke the crystals that players need to do, so they change it. Thanks. I don't really know. I don't really know myself, because what I notice on this event, it is always so laggy that I'm not taking like any damage at all. I don't use stim packs. My criticals are not registering correctly. Nothing works correctly, so I have no clue. This event is a big mystery. I think it would require a lot of private server testing, but still it would be irrelevant because most people play on adventure and lag is the dominant factor on adventure fights there. So hard to really tell. Okay. Brian. I noticed that if I die, I lose my rested, well-rested kindred spirit. Is it a glitch? It is most likely a glitch, but it is true. Yeah, when you die, you lose the sleep buff. That's true. No sleep buff after you die, you need to sleep again. So that's a hassle if you are a bloodied build and you are dying a lot. And 3 is saying that it's not a glitch. I don't know. I think it is a glitch as all other buffs are permanent. I mean permanent until expired by timer. Heretic. It's some possibility to get anti-armor 2-shot exploded Gatling gun. No, it's not possible. The 2-shot and anti-armor are both first star effects, so you cannot get both, you can only have one first star. I even have a video about best legendary effects, and there is a table showing which effect on which star is possible from the best ones. So you can refer to that. I think I included a table there, star number 1, number 2, and number 3, and the same thing for armor. You should be able to find it. King Crimson. No, okay, it's answer. Big Keg. What's better to run multiple times? Double mutations, expeditions, single mutation for legendaries, legendary currencies. Expeditions are definitely number 1. Expeditions because they do drop modules in addition to legendary stuff. So that is the best. Because there is script limit, so gathering legendary items is not difficult. Gathering modules, it's what matters. So you opt for everything that gives you directly script or legendary modules. Legendary module is worth 50 script, so expedition can drop 1 to 2, so let's say on average 1.5, and can drop script on top of that, so you usually get around 100 script of worth per expedition, just slightly under 100 script. So number 1, double mutations. Number 2, but I will put it number 3 because presents from Santatrons are even more efficient, but you can combine it. You can do daily ops and farm presents from workshops, so you can do both. And single mutation is very inefficient. You can do it, but I was trying, it's like around 100 script per hour, so that's not super good. It is something, not super good. Schleimazel. Hi Turtle, I had some questions about the explosive legendary effect and also 2-shot. Do explosive criticals get buffed by things like better criticals and blades? Yes. With 2-shot explosive, are the explosions 20% of 62.5% of the base weapon damage and 20% of 125, or just 20% of the plain base before 2-shot? No, it's explosive is a 20% of the total weapon damage displayed in Pip-Boy. So all buffs included, but not a sneak buff. Whatever is not displayed in Pip-Boy is not included into base explosive effect value. So you have in Pip-Boy, and it goes from 20 to 30 something percent if you have Demo Expert. That's how it works. Like Demo Expert only multiply that, so it's just 30, what was it, 32%? What is Demo Expert? It's 60%. So 10% of 20 is 2, 6, 12. Yes, 32%. So with Demo Expert equipped, you have 32% of total damage displayed in Pip-Boy as explosive damage. Explosions are not multiplied by your sneak attacks and are not multiplied by headshot multipliers, but are affected by critical multipliers that was fixed 2 patches ago. Before they were not, now they are. 3. When you use perks and other things to buff damage with a 2-shot explosive, does it boost both explosions equally? For example, does Bloody Mess boost both projectiles and both explosions? Yeah, for 2-shot, yeah. That was what I was saying was actually for regular single shot. Now 2-shot. If you have 2-shot, So you are taking 32% of the base weapon damage, base Pip-Boy weapon damage. To figure out what it is, you would need exactly the same weapon. To know exact value of your explosions, you will need two-shot weapon without explosive effect. That is the same as your explosive one. And then you will see what is the damage in Pip-Boy. That then you multiply those damage by 32% per each projectile. So you will have 64% of your weapon damage as explosion. So two-shot explosive is quite good, unless you use as a sneak, then it's not as good because sneak do not apply. Now, what else? Does Bloody Mess boost both projectiles and both explosions? Yes. Does Grenadier only work in VATS with that effect? Yes. And what? Okay, let's see if I got anything wrong. Yes, explosive crits are like anything else that crits. That's from Mapex. 20% of the total weapon damage, 20% of 1 to 5 if you have two-shot, no perks, no mutations, etc. For explosive on shotguns, they use a different effect that provides... Yeah, shotguns are different. That's good to disclose that. And two-shot provides 2 full damage explosions, what Mapex didn't set here. Weapon damage bonus for projectiles, base projectile damage. Okay, those are the formulas, so I will not read them. You have them provided then. So Mapex went ahead and provide even formulas for you. Next, Turtlemaker. Question. Looking at trading for an anti-armor, 50 crit damage, 25 less AP cost, Enclave Flamer with stabilized stock. Has no Reflex Sight. How big of a difference is it without? Reflex Sight offers 15% reduction in AP cost. So it is significant difference if you have a Reflex Sight in total AP cost. I mean, that depends as well. Like, the main point is you always need to use coffee if you want to use Enclave Flamer to kill bosses. The point is when it comes with Reflex Sight and you add up AP cost reduction, so you have 25% from Legendary effect, you add 15. It's weird, I know, you would expect multiplicative, but no. So you end up with 40% less AP. So the main difference is how much coffee you need. That's the point. Less AP the weapon uses, less coffee you need to drink. Mr. Kill. Will you guys keep nuking the Titan once the hype has settled down? Occasionally. I will be probably nuking all 3 bosses. That's more fun than doing just one. The event rewards you with 1 legendary core, no guaranteed random 3-star other than the Unix, and people are already cheesing it by killing it from behind its back. That's not cheesing it, that's how this boss works. It's fine to stand behind, but even in front, he's not doing a lot of damage. He's not so dangerous as Colossus Titan is. And the lag is like rendered this boss kind of impotent. Lag combined with legacy weapons and explosions everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy. Kenden Call. What is the best legendary rolls for armor on full health unarmed build? Full health unarmed build. Full health, you already don't need the best mods. You have so much health, you will not get killed. But Overeaters is always the best if you want to be more tanky. And what is the drop rate for Brotherhood Recon armor plans from daily ops? I get almost no. Oh, this is very low. I think it's under 1% or around 1%. It's going slightly higher when you have all other plans unlocked. And lastly, thank you for all your amazing videos. They have helped a lot as a first-time player. Oh, you're welcome. So I would say that if you are at full health, you shouldn't spend too much on your armor. Like, really. Like, you know what I would do? Like, would probably get a full set of armor, matching armor with weapon weight reduction on the 3rd star, and totally ignore the 1st star, and hopefully I would get like AP refresh on 2 pieces on the middle star. I would do it backwards. Ignore the prefix, focus on 3rd star, and get 2 pieces with good 2nd star. That's what I would do. Reverse scenario. Ignore the prefix. As getting perfect armor is of course almost impossible. So those are questions from Discord for you. back to everyone in the chat for a second. Then we are heading for Inside the Vault. The last Inside the Vault in this year. Hello everyone else joining now. Yeah, oh, you used my Santatron present farming? That's cool. You got over 50 already, nice. You can get really lots of presents. I'm not sure, but I have the feeling like they up the Collectron present collecting rate. It was lower in the past, now it's like half of everything he brings are presents. I'm pretty sure they boosted it. I think that's what they did. Because there is no more new plans, new presents, they boosted the drop rate from Collectrons. And I'm happy with that. That's lots of free script. Vampire Shredder, yeah, it's super powerful. I agree. But now you have choice. You can do Vampire Auto Axe or the Shredder. It's not a boost, it's a magical Collectron. Magical Collectron, good one. Thank you, Robert. Okay, let's head for Inside the Vault. I know we are waiting for that. Followed Inside the Vault. The final one for this year. Let me find it, open it, and switch the camera. Here we go. Official Fallout.com website. Fallout 76, a look back at 2022. Wow, this year went by so fast. I just feel like it was starting and it's over. It's over. Welcome back to Inside the Vault. Fallout 76 has grown significantly over the past year. You see, everyone is saying it's dying. It is not, and I can agree. I see a lot of new players every day. And we have big angry turtle army community, so I can see that there are new players every day. With players worldwide experiencing all sorts of happenings across Appalachia, from traveling road shows to extraterrestrial invasions. As the year ends, we wanted to reflect on those memorable events, updates, and improvements that came to Fallout 76 in 2022. Before we begin, we want to first celebrate our community's accomplishments using something we all enjoy. Big numbers. We'll see all the big numbers. But I absolutely agree. 2022 was a really good year for Fallout. There was lots of updates, and call me if I'm wrong, I'm sure it is a first year that we received every single promised update. There've been small adjustments into what we are getting over time, but it's normal with year-long roadmaps. But we did receive every single update, and on top of that, on time. So that was great. I was so used to updates being pushed back that I was fully expecting Nuka World on Tour to be delayed until 2023, and then my surprise, it was not. Imagine being hyped and surprised that something is not delayed. But in our times, games are delayed, updates are delayed. That at some point you start expecting that. Total players, 13.5 million. Okay, I think this number is exaggerated a little bit. Or maybe it's just a total number that ever logged in the history of Fallout 76, not last year. Because it sounds, as much as I would like to think it's true, it sounds high. 13.5 million. So I think that's a total for Fallout 76 Live. Unless I'm misreading something, but that's a really high number. There is not so many games that can show more than 10 million players. Expedition missions completed, 5 million. So you can see that actual number of players need to be lower. So I completed lots of expeditions myself. But yeah, from the other hand, there are people that didn't complete them at all, or one. So that's fine. That's still a lot. Daily ops completed. Oh, you see, people focus more on expeditions, and I understand that daily ops are old, so only 9 million. Quite often I don't even go, like, if not the score, I would probably not even start daily op. Score earned. That's a high number. What is it? 204 billion, 358 million. Okay, but that's just high number for being high. Scourge Beast Queen kills. 2 million. 2 million Scourge Beasts. Okay, that's high number. Trog kills 47 million. Caps spent and player shops. 48 billion caps. So player vending is very much alive. Okay, 48 billion caps. That's a lot. Top 3 non-ammo items purchased from player vending machines. Mr. Fuzzy tokens? Oh, that's the most commonly purchased? Steel scrap and lead scrap? Guys, check my guides how to get steel and lead. Why are you buying it from player vendors? Like, it's not worth it. You can so easily get thousands upon thousands of both lead and steel. So how cheap does it need to be? I think 1 cap per lead, it's like maximum I would ever pay. And that's a surprise for me. I was expecting legendary weapons, but still it's at lead. Top 3 most killed creatures enemies. Feral Ghoul. What? Super Mutant is 3rd? What is everyone farming? Feral Ghouls are not the best for experience or anything else. Why are Feral Ghouls? I killed so many mutants in Westtech. Maybe they didn't count those? Or what? It's not possible. How are ghouls first? Second, Scourge. I would agree on second. The Scourge Beast event, all the fissure sites, Scourge are everywhere. But those? I would swap it. Like, if someone would ask me, I would put Super Mutants first, Scourge second, and Ghouls third, and then 4th, Blood Eagles. That's a surprise. I don't know. Maybe that's some mistake. Just cannot see it happening. Top 3 food, drink items prepared. Boiled water, that's a crafting ingredients. They shouldn't put boiled water, but okay. Glowing meat, what? It's second? And mud chops? Are you guys always cooking what you pick up from mutant hounds? Even if you are not carnivore? I don't cook it if I'm not a carnivore. Why is it not a herbivore stuff? That's a surprise. Okay, I like this ranking. I don't understand how that's possible. I would expect something like a corn soup. Or fungus stuff. That's not what I'm cooking. Nuka-Cola's consumed 127 million. Most popular emote, thumbs up. I'm fully expecting this number to go up rapidly this year. Blessings given by Muffman, 1 million. That's not easy to get outside of events, so that's still high. Total nukes, almost 3 million. That's a nuking spree. There's lots of nukes. There's lots of nukes. Favorite region for camps, the forest. Yeah, I bet it is. The most peaceful region, that's why. No one wants camps destroyed on daily basis. Going beyond Appalachia with expeditions. This September, Fallout 76 players ventured into entirely new territory with the release of Expeditions The Pit, taking those willing to cross Appalachia's borders into post-nuclear Pittsburgh. Expeditions offer a new way to tackle missions and gain rewards while exploring the rusted, dire streets of the Pit, a location first introduced to Fallout fans in Fallout 3. And yes, expeditions give the best rewards from any activity you can do in Fallout 76. That's absolutely number one if you need stuff. And that's official trailer. We'll not watch all the official trailers. The Expeditions update also transformed Whitespring Resort into Whitespring Refuge. Yes, refugees destroyed the Whitespring. A revamped hub for players, for both seasoned and brand new players alike, to participate in daily quests, random encounters and crafting, buying essential items. I already don't like daily quests, but I never like them. I would prefer just buy those cores. Let me buy the charge for this vertibird. Why do I have those caps for? Of course, the responders who rebuild the place are also your main point of contact for starting expeditions into the pit, once you are feeling adequately leveled, geared, and fueled up. Fuel for caps. It should be 1400 caps to refuel the vertibird. I already give you a price. If any of the developers is watching, please add an option. 14k caps that you cannot get back. You just pay to the Whitespring. You get a fully charged battery for this vertibird. Shaking things up with all new events and updates. Appalachia doesn't stay the same for long. This year marked some notable events and updates that offered Fallout 76 players even more ways to play, explore, fight, and build their way. Invaders from Beyond. Kicking off the year was our spring update, offering an out-of-this-world seasonal event in the form of Invaders from Beyond, a battle to save Appalachia from an invading interplanetary force. And I like this update. I like this seasonal event. And the fact that it's seasonal, it's never boring, because those are not all the time here. Invaders come and go, and you fight them for a week or two. I like it, and it's a really cool event. I enjoy it a lot. Test your metal. Sparks flew during Fallout 76 Big Summer Update, adding 3 new public events, including the titular Test Your Metal event. Don your best gear and scrap with gladiatorial robots, or perhaps help a settling group fend off a super mutant attack in the Eviction Notice event. Finally, party away at the Moonshine Jamboree event, so long as you are willing to chip in a little help to get things set up, of course. And this update for me was like the weakest one, just adding those 3 events that keep popping up quite rarely because there is way too many in rotation. It's like a little bit underwhelming, even though those events are good. So yeah, that's in my opinion the weakest one of 2022. Not bad, just the weakest one. For comparison, Nuka World on Tour, I see it as the strongest because there are not only 3 new events, I mean 4. It's 3 new events and 4th one that's a boss that you can always trigger, a lot of themed stuff and other items, transitions to the world and so on. So that's the comparison. Nuka World on Tour, focus on public events, great update. The Test Your Metal focused on public events, so the same focus, poor update. So I hope we'll get more stuff like Nuka World on Tour in the future. Just released this month, the latest update for Fallout 76 brought the most refreshing sight show on Earth to Appalachia. With Nuka World on Tour, players can visit an all-new carnival complete with games to play and special attractions in the form of 3 public events. Stage an old-timey stagecoach robbery in Wild West Showdown. Test your luck or grit in Spin the Wheel and take a romantic and not at all deadly stroll down the Tunnel of Love. And another official trailer. Nuka World on Tour also includes the Nuka-cade, where players can play carnival games in exchange for rewards, including their own games to play at their camp. Those looking for biggest game can also take on the Ultrasight Titan, an all-new region boss, and the largest featured in Fallout 76 to date. Yes, it's simultaneously the largest lag is occurring, but the good thing is, even with high lag, the event always completes, so I would call it a success. Enhancing the game further. That's not all. This past year included quality of life features designed to make the game even more fun to play. Working with valuable feedback from our community, just some of the major improvements added to the game this year included corpse highlighting, that's the weakest one, and local looting, and that's the biggest one. So that's the nice contrast here, showing a very small minor quality of life improvement that corpse highlighting is, and huge one that local looting is. So even quality of life updates range widely from just nice to have to basically wow, how we live without it. Next. This allowed players to easily spot enemies they defeated as well as loot multiple foes at once, making it easier than ever to reap your hard-earned rewards from battle. Another exciting addition added with our recent Nuka World on Tour update was something the community really clamored for: free camera controls for building. And even though I never really cared about this one, when I actually used it, I was like, wow, it actually makes building so much better even in workshops, that I changed my mind and I was like, this is awesome. Even someone who's not a builder, the fact that I can put stuff together without being extremely annoyed all the time. I wish the next quality of life will be, if you have a blueprint and it shows green, it will place. That's the next one I want, and not like, item is floating, item needs support, and so on. And I'm like, so why is it showing green if it's floating or needs support? I can make a blueprint, it shows green, I cannot place it. Next. Now, players can toggle a button while assembling their camp to freely move the camera about their construction space, offering ease and versatility for both Appalachia's amateur and expert buildings. That's me. Amateur builder. That's me. So they're right. It helps to everyone. Seasons. They missed one. There was 4 seasons. Should be 4 times seasons. Now, alongside each major seasonal update for Fallout 76 came, well, a new season. We are excited to bring a variety of themes to this year's seasons. From the Voltec takeover of A Better Life Underground, brought to you by Abraxo, to the eerie and mysterious wilderness of Heart of Steel, a Dread Island tale. And there is Nuka World season. We already have it live, we don't need to watch a trailer. Some seasons also let players unlock cosmetics and other rewards that tied into our major updates, such as the City of Steel and Nuka World for Expeditions, the Pit and Nuka World on Tour, respectively. Nuka World, our latest season, is still ongoing, so don't wait. Jump into Fallout 76 today and rack up that score to earn fantastic, fizzy rewards today. Celebrating 25 years of Fallout. This wasn't just another big year for Fallout 76. 2022 marked the 25th anniversary of the entire franchise. In addition to a month-long celebration of the games, including a retrospective series on the franchise, we also brought the anniversary party to Fallout 76 with in-game events and promotions for fans to enjoy. Yeah, there was a lot of sales, atom sales, game sales, everything was on sale. It was a good month. But I already own all the Fallout games, so I'm good with sales. And that's retrospective if you want to watch. And finally, it's been an amazing 12 months for Fallout 76, and we have you, the millions of players who have made the game their home, away from home in 2022, to thank for it. We can't wait to share with you soon what the next year brings for the game and for those yet to emerge from their vault. You can play Fallout 76 today on PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox Game Pass, and PlayStation 4. We'll see you in Appalachia next year. You see what they did here? And PlayStation 4. Like, unfortunately, that's what's happening. When Microsoft bought them, they're pushing PlayStation stuff as far as they can. So they only list PlayStation 4 to even avoiding a mention that PlayStation 5 exists. So just PlayStation 4 and no compatibility updates or anything like that. No 60 FPS. Nothing. I don't like this one, but it is what it is. The competition on market. Xbox, you see the difference in listing? It doesn't just say Xbox One, Series X, S, Game Pass. all listed. And PlayStation. I even surprised they said 4. That should be just and PlayStation. It's still there. Okay, good one, yeah. I noticed what you did here, whoever was writing it down. Most likely advised by Microsoft that it's supposed to be done like that. I like the look back and all the numbers, this retrospective. This is really cool, but now back to the chat. Let's see what's going there. I'm currently not playing on any consoles. I do plan to come back in the future, but not yet. My plans for nearest future, I'm trying to see what I can do to basically have more time on playing the games first. So I'm cutting my expenses as much as I can, and I want to try at some point next year, hopefully soon, to do an attempt to just do YouTube for a while, like a full time, and see what happens. So I'm just saving some money so I can actually do it. As I need to have some savings, to get over a couple months without my normal income. So that is my plan. I want to do it. And I'm aware that it can be a failure. It is pretty much possible that I do it and it will be a failure, but in worst case, I will just find a new job and go back to it. And it will be just amazing adventure. We mostly live for some amazing adventures, and gaming is one for me. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the chat. Did anyone mention me? FreeCam is not good for placing sailing lights. I don't place those too often, so I don't know. Quite a bit too sensitive. Did you try to change your settings to be all to the left? That's important. You need to tune the sensitivity to the minimum. It is in game settings. Will my employer let me have Sabbatical? Probably not, but I will try to live like, normally, like without just abandoning the job. Like tell them that I'm leaving and maybe I will be back somewhere in the future if I fail with whatever I want to do, or I will go to different job. Like my job is not something that I cannot recover from. It is not your dream job that you don't want to lose no matter what, so I'm not worried about it. Turtlehood of Steel. LOL with this hashtag you guys came up with. What have more damage, Flamer or Enclave Flamer? I think Enclave Flamer is slightly ahead. What kind of field I'm in? Working for the motor industry at this moment. Operating machine that makes car parts. That's that. Yeah, adventurer turtle. Online adventurer. Virtual. But I like in the real world occasionally too, some holidays in nice places. What are the chances they will bring nuclear winter? About 0, unfortunately. Gotta merge that turtlehood. Thank you, Prince Julius. I will protect my niece on adventure. Do I know why Bethesda don't put teleportation map on camps? That's related to griefing. Like intentionally putting maps in the place that players will get stuck. But I would like to see those maps for camps. Even if they don't want them for everyone, let at least me use a mat on my own camp. Or, now that we have 2 options to fast travel, exterior and interior, if we could add it to camp, so whoever is fast traveling will have to choose standard fast travel next to camp or fast travel on the mat. And then, if you are expecting that particular camp can be griefing you, you just do the standard fast travel. If it's your friend camp, do the mat fast travel. And in the worst case, it is actually a trap camp. You fast travel and die? Like, then what? Like, really, there is not too much consequences. So just give us 2 options for fast travel. That would be a perfect solution in my mind. I don't know if I missed anything, but we already have this double option for a lot of interiors. Give us double option for camp fast travel. I would be really happy with that. Thank you, Cramps from Friends. I wish you the best too. They can do that kind of with camp position. It's not a fixed fast travel spawn, not always exactly the same. It keeps jumping a little bit. So it's harder without the mat to trap someone. Oh, a count wide bank, that's additional thing that we all want to be able to use more characters more efficiently. Yeah, that's what I said. Camp just for camp owner or camp mat as a choice when you fast travel. Fast travel to shelters. Yeah, that would be nice, but that's not even necessary. Like, How often are you go to your shelter? I'm not going there very often. Maybe you do, I don't know. What do you think about Fatman Nation and new candidates as answer for them removing legacies? No. Like, legacies is one topic. All the explosion effects that cause lag and blinding effects, this just need to be tuned down. The problem is not the weapon and how those operate. Like, Fatman is not able to like annihilate bosses in no time, and it's cool weapon with like it's iconic weapon for Fallout. It need to be there. The biggest issue is the blinding light effect and screen shake. Do I ever feel nervous about being a YouTuber because of my language and accent? I think I was more nervous early on, but then I figured out that most people, I'm not saying everyone, but most people can understand me, so I'm not so nervous anymore now. It was early on, yes, because I know it's like my accent is different. Yeah, I think the same. Like Bethesda turned a blind eye to Silos. I don't know. Like, really, the solution is the nuclear briefcase. Give us special quest or daily quest or something that we can do to have the nuclear briefcase to launch the nukes for entire week after we do this quest. Still using the card, the nuclear card from the transport with codes. So yeah, just give us the briefcase. I don't know why we cannot have it. What's exactly the problem? It's not like for experienced player running the silo, even normal way takes around 10 minutes if you don't use any glitches, so it's not like extremely long. It's just boring and very repetitive. So I would rather do once a week, half an hour activity to unlock access to nuclear briefcase and then launch nukes without doing any grind. Oh, thank you, Brian. That's exactly what's missing. I have nothing against doing activity to have it unlocked and available and against using the cards and everything. I'm not saying that dropping a nuke should be absolutely effortless and costless. What I'm saying, the silo run, very repetitive activity need to be tuned down a little bit. You would like to see a system in place to scrap legendaries at diminished returns on script. Yeah, that could be like, or do whatever else it's possible with legendaries apart from daily limit on script would be nice. Oh, and thank you for the likes, everyone. Yeah, I do see them, appreciate them, thank you. I'm the turtle from Pacific Ocean. We all just Google the codes for nukes. I don't know anyone who's actually cracking the codes anymore. It was cool activity actually early on with the codes when like group of people were organizing together to crack the codes early on after reset and publish them already. It was quite cool, but now Nuka Crypt has it covered, so no more, yeah. No more, just nukacrypt.com and everyone has codes. Why does Lightning in camp uses so much cam budget? That's because of game engine resource, how intensive those are. And your graphic card after that. Like, if you would be able to place more and unlimited lights, it will be crashing the game. Yeah, legendaries now are super common, mainly because all the new coward events and now Santas are dropping them. So yeah, now it's overload. I have like 12 power armor frames currently filled up with legendaries for scrapping later, so that's getting a little bit out of hand. Oh, your vendor has 90 3-star weapons. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's like your whole stash almost. Nice, Glitterfart. Alright, I think I talked about everything I wanted on this Inside the Vault, so I will be heading off to my job. That don't tell anyone that I have a plan to leave soon after New Year. They don't know yet. I hope no one from my work is watching. They shouldn't figure out from YouTube that my plan is to do some more YouTube. I will see how well I will go with that. Thank you for all the good wishes. And I wish you the best too, whatever your plans are for 2023. I mean, I will be still here. This is not my last live stream on this year. It sounded almost like it. I will be still here. But I do appreciate all your support, all of you watching, leaving those likes and comments. This is amazing. And actually, a lot of stuff I'm sharing in the videos is thanks to your comments. Contrary to the popular opinion, I do not discover everything by myself. It's huge part, the community part. Yeah, I just later on test and verify. That's what I do mostly. And yeah, my boss doesn't play any video games, so this should be fine. And that being said, one more time, thank you a lot everyone, and as always, see you in the next one. Turtle out.